and I'm going to share my screen because we're going to get started. Okay. Oh my, I forgot I have so many things open. Yep. Let's see. Sorry, girls. Forgot about this part.
While you're doing that, Katie, can I just introduce Shelby really fast?
Please. Yes.
My best friend all growing up, she married her brother. So I basically just get to call her my sister. So she's by default, she gets to be my sister since she married basically my brother. So
yes. Welcome. Okay, girls, I don't understand where I think is. Okay. Apologize here. I really do. Okay. I'll get it figured out. Hello. Okay. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Yes? Okay, good. I picked the right ones. All right. So we're going to go to present mode. And this should be all, let me see. Awesome. Okay. And hopefully people are not waiting on me to get into the thing. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna get started. Okay, welcome you guys to Creating a Business That Makes a Difference. And I am Katie Patterson Ingalls, and I have been a coach now for 5 years. Completely blows my mind that it's been that long already. This has completely changed my world. I live in Northeast Kansas, and I am a mom of 2 very busy little people that I need to stay sane for. And I am also communications director for our state water agency. And I also volunteer at our church, and we farm, raise cattle, and then I help my family farm. So I started this journey because I have something that I had been dealing with for 15 years, irritable bowel syndrome. And I found myself in a place 6 years ago, where I had just been so busy trying to take care of everyone else. And I had put myself on every possible level there was and found myself in a hole. And we always want to be the perfect mom, the perfect wife, the perfect you fill in the blank, right? And then we forget that we have to take care of ourselves too. And so I was very desperate. I had always done the yo-yo diets because I just, and always those fads, right? But none of them ever really worked or stuck. And I found myself at my absolute worst. I had a white blood cell count of a 2. I was being tested for leukemia. I was so unhealthy and honestly depressed that I had stopped having my period, and my irritable bowel syndrome was worse than ever. Okay. And so I knew something had to change. And so I got really lucky, and it was a grace of God that I saw a post about being addicted to sugar, because I was. And she's not on, but Heather, my upline, and we all love this woman. She was brave enough to share about something that had helped her. I started a free group, felt better in 5 days than I had in 10 years, and the rest was history, because I wanted, when I started to actually feel better, and I knew that I didn't have to be so sick and tired of being sick and tired, it was selfish for me not to share. So that's just a little bit about me, and the coaching just has changed my world completely. So each one of us are going to share a little bit about ourselves and our story, and then we're all going to take a little bit of turns here. So there's so many myths that come with these things, right? And what we think that it's going to be some kind of pyramid scheme. Like we hear all the things, right? But what we want you to know that we are not. We share. We don't sell, okay? And we don't ever want to be the salesy, icky kinds of types. We are, we're not experts. and none of us claim to be experts. We just have been through this ourselves, and it's changed our world, and so we want to be able to share with others. And I already said we're not salespeople. If you look at our social media feeds, you're not going to see anything that screams Team Beachbody. Thank goodness, because we all have those that we see, and we're like, oh boy, I don't hope she doesn't message me because I don't want to buy her product, right? So I want you to know that you do not have to know everything. It's actually, people like knowing that we can just say, you know what, they can trust us to know that we will get them the answers if we don't know it, but we don't have to be experts on everything. And we're always learning and growing, and we are teamed with the most amazing company, and they are the experts that teach us. So you don't have to have a degree, you don't need to be certified, and we do not have to have perfect bodies or have to be a certain weight or a certain look. We are all from different backgrounds and nationalities, and we're just all sizes, shapes, figures, colors. It doesn't matter. And so that's what I love. It's just those who want to help others. So next slide. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so what we are, and this team, it just makes your heart so full. I know the girls would agree with that too. And it's not always every day that you're going to find women who are cheering you on in life and supporting you, and just that you can trust and feel 100% yourselves with. And that's what when your vibe attracts your tribe, like there really is, it's not cliche, it's real. Like that's what we've found here. And so we want to help people live their best lives. We want to provide that inspiration, and we provide accountability and all the right tools and resources because we have them at our fingertips. It's crazy that some of us have never met, but I can tell you that some of these women are my absolute best friends. And when I get to see them in person, I'm going to cry. I remember it was a year before I saw Heather, and I touched her face. I was like, oh, you're real. But she already knew everything about me. And so, and we do life together, and we help you to know that, you can dream big, and there's so many endless possibilities. And it's crazy how much more empowered and confident you feel on this journey. Thank goodness, because I know that was something I definitely needed. I'm going to turn it over to beautiful Mertice to share a little bit about the day in the life of a coach.
Thanks, Katie.
Yeah.
I'm just so excited to see you guys tonight. But my name is Mertice, like Katie said, and I can't believe that in October I will have been a coach for 7 years. Been on this journey for 7 years, which is crazy but amazing at the same time. And 7 years ago, I was at a crossroads in life. So I had just graduated grad school as an occupational therapist. I was planning a wedding, I was moving states, I was trying to study for my boards and pass them and find a job, a million things going on. And sort of similar to Katie, I was having significant digestive issues and having all these tests done and being tested for Crohn's and colitis, et cetera, et cetera. And it's so funny because just the other day, when I was seeing the doctor, he's like, okay, you need to make a chart of everything you eat every day so we can kind of figure out what's irritating you. And I found the notebook the other day of what I thought was healthy, and like just frozen meals and Oreos and McDonald's, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, oh my gosh, Margie. So I am so thankful for Beachbody, because as soon as I started taking care of myself and drinking more water and drinking my Shakeology and exercising, all of those symptoms were gone. And I learned so much about nutrition and truly taking care of yourself, like mind, body, soul, all of the above. And I'm just so thankful. It's gotten me through 2 pregnancies, and I've lost over 50 pounds of baby weight each time and kept it off. And I'm in better shape now than I was when I even started, which is just incredible. And so that kind of brings me to, what is a day in the life of a coach? It's, you start by taking care of yourself. It's about self-love. It's about figuring out your journey and how you can be the best person that you can be for everyone around you. And as you go through that journey, it is too hard not to share it with others, right? Like we post about it on social media because it's so motivating and so rewarding, and we know how good it is to feel good. And we want other people to see that and know that and do that. So as we share on social media, then we also teach other people to share their success and their results too. So we invite others in on this journey with us. And the best thing that I love about this tribe is they've all been there, and they've all not had any followers on social media or been afraid to put themselves out there, and they have paved the way. So they make a system. Yeah, Rick. Our upline, Heather, you know, they have created systems for us to follow so that we don't have to think too hard about it, and it's easy to share this. And the other thing, if you are type A like me, we do have a document that helps you just check off all of the daily activities as a coach. So I think all of us on here today work full-time, if not more than full-time, in addition to building this business. And so we have small pockets of time that we designate for this business, and we have to get things done. We have to use our time wisely, because not only are we working and building our own business, we've got spouses and families and you know, fur babies that we have to take care of too. And so we have to make sure that we're efficient with our time. And we've got a checklist called the Business Activity Tracker that helps us do exactly that. Is it pulling up, Katie? Oh, you can go to the next slide, I think.
I apologize. I'm trying to go to the next slide.
That's okay.
It doesn't want to let me go. Oh boy. Okay, come on, little buddy. You can do it.
Thinking about it. I'll share a little bit more about the Business Activity Tracker while we try to get to the next slide, but it talks about these three components of coaching. So the first part of it is looking at your daily activities: exercising, drinking your superfoods, filling your mind with positive things, with personal growth, personal development. And then it details out sharing with other people. So what to post on social media, how to post on social media, the different things that you should do to guide you through that so that we don't end up mindlessly scrolling. And then the last part, you know, inviting other people to join us and showing them how to duplicate what we're doing. So it's a really great system to help us through.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to worry about the tracker.
Okay.
But you talked about the vital behaviors, right? Do you want to go ahead and go to the vital behaviors? I might have to move, I apologize, up to a different location. If maybe it's my Wi-Fi that's being slow. So if you want to talk about that, the vital behaviors, and then then hopefully it'll be up by now. Okay.
So what we call the vital behaviors every day is, first and foremost, being proof that our products work. So we all focus on our exercise, following the nutrition programs that we have going on, utilizing the pre and post workout supplements that we all love. Everyone I know uses Energize, and sometimes we have it even if we're not going to work out. And they've got post-workout supplements that help with muscle soreness and muscle recovery and all those kinds of things. And the products we have are so amazing because they are very clean. They don't have a lot of extra additives and different things in them. And so it's so easy when you use them and you see results with them to share that with other people. So we are proof that our products work because we've all seen success there. And like I said, another part of our vital behaviors are just inviting inviting other people into this blessing that we've all experienced. So we were able to do that in person, through social media. There's a variety of ways. People see your results. I know Jess will probably share about hers, but she has had incredible weight loss that people ask her about all the time. And it's just so cool that people see that and they want to be part of that.
So, Mertice, I apologize. So it's the PowerPoint's what stopped. So I will pull it back up. That's why I had to get out of it and I'll get back in it. I'm not sure why it's being ornery for me, but you guys the point is hearing the message. So
yes.
We are next to talk about social media. And so that was a perfect lead into Jess, because she's going to talk about social media a little bit, and not to be afraid, but I want her to tell her story. It's pretty amazing. So,
hello. I apologize. I had a little monster decide he was gonna get out of bed. So this is Witten. I'm a mama of 4 and a wife of a rancher and a veterinarian, which I'm just going to tell you guys real quick. I just had an emergency call to go pull a baby calf. So I made myself stay on. I'm going to call them. I'll probably have to jump off real quick. But so I am coming up on a year. So my youngest is going to be a year on the 9th. I kind of started following Katie. I was probably 7-8 months pregnant with Ripley when I started following. And Johnny and I had a conversation, and we knew this was going to be our last, which for me was hard. I would have 10 kids if I knew that my sanity would taken out the day after I had Ripley. And I woke up from anesthesia, and this is really personal, but I woke up from anesthesia and I probably cried for 8 hours. I knew a time in my life was ending, and it was just really hard for me because being a mama is just such a blessing to me. I had an ovary removed when I was 16, and the doctors told me that most likely I would never have babies. And I have 4 beautiful babies. And so I proved them wrong, and I just wanted to keep proving them wrong. But I knew there were bigger and better things ahead of me. And so I made that decision, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to take this negative and I'm going to turn it into a positive, and I am just going to be the best, strongest mom, wife, veterinarian that I could possibly be. So I knew I needed to get healthier. I got in touch with Katie, and I figured I found her through social media. So that was just huge for me. I officially started September 1st of last year of 2019. I am down 75 pounds and like 47 inches, something like that. I am healthier than I have ever been, and I have never been this fit. I'm 36 years old, and I am more fit now than ever. But, so I started doing it, and I am a cow vet. I'm a cow doctor, and my clients are men, but their wives are always there. And, people just kept saying, Jess, are you sick? Are you, is something going on? Like, we need to make sure you're okay. And I said, no, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm working out. I'm eating healthier. And, I just started talking about it. And Katie had talked to me about coaching, and I thought, there's no way. I don't have the time. I do not have the time. And what I started to figure out, that it's really not about the time. It's just about documenting your life. If you're doing it right, it's about documenting your life. It is about making friends with people and knowing and realizing that your story is worth sharing. And so I'll be honest, I just started taking pictures. I started posting on stories, and it has been amazing. It has been hard. I never wanted people to think that I was doing this out of vanity. It has been out of sanity. It has been to keep me sane, to keep me healthy, to keep me able to keep up with these kiddos. I'll get you milk here in just a second, okay? I'll get you milk in just a second. Can you sit up here and see these pretty girls? Oh no, okay. And so it's really been easy. It's about finding those small times during your day that you would be eating a handful of M&Ms and replacing it with talking about what you've done to be more active. Or, I love talking about the products that I use because I have real results. I use the Collagen daily, and I can talk about that and what it has done for me. It's about having the conversation just naturally and being yourself. If you looked at my feed, it is truly a mixture of my kids, of my cows, of my clients, and of Beachbody. And all of them come together sometimes, and sometimes I do things separately, but it's just, I think for the most part, what has caught people's eye is that I have genuinely made it a life change. It is not something that I'm just trying to sell. It is absolutely about helping others and sharing my story so that other people can be happy. I've developed friendships that I never thought I could ever have. Just true friends that have just changed my life. So it's scary at first, it is, but it is so worth it. It is so worth it. So.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, so true. I remember being absolutely terrified. And so you guys, I apologize. I even have my jetpack to make sure that nothing happened, but it keeps telling me that my internet is slow, so it won't run the PowerPoint for you. So I apologize. But it's okay. We don't need a slide to tell us what we're talking about. Okay. So, but you guys, I just wanted to share with you that I did not share on social media. And I didn't really have a following, and I sure didn't have Instagram. I used to make fun of social media kind of, because I would be like, why do we need to know that they just went to the bathroom? I mean, seriously, that's how much I make fun of it. And that's not fair at all. But when you use it the right way, it's amazing. Or I would never be here, and I wouldn't have found these, oh my gosh, these soul sisters. And so anyways, it's just being used in the right way. And we can criticize it all day long, but if you are sharing really good things and adding value, it's fun. And it is, as Jess said, it's so worth it. There's nothing better than being able to help others feel their best, and by sharing. So Jess, I know that you have to go pull a calf. And so guys, what I love is that you can tell we're all really busy mamas. Okay. So Mertice oversees 30 employees. Jess runs a vet clinic and has 4 babies, and she's going to go pull a calf. I mean, and Brooke's a farm wife, and she's a teacher. And so I want you to understand that we are all very busy gals too, but this has changed our world, and it's fulfilled a purpose that we didn't see. So Jess, I thank you.
Okay. I'll send a picture.
Good.
Good. Okay.
Bye. Bye. I used to work for a vet, girls, for 5 years, so I understand that world very much. So, okay, so what I'm going to share is what we provide. Okay, so we are never just going to throw you to the wolves. I promise. Oh, great, you signed up, and that we're going to do this, and then you're like, now what? That is never what's going to happen here. I promise you. So we have the best trainings. Oh my gosh, we are part of one of the top teams in the country, or in the business, in the company. And so we have trainings that we're always being passed down. We're always learning new things. And every month we have new Coach Ignite trainings, which is why we're having this now, because on Monday, our new coach training starts. And so it's amazing. And we have we teach so many things that are doable and that doesn't make you feel overwhelmed. Like that's just it. We all are, like we say, we're really busy mamas and we think, how are we going to fit this in? But we show little ways throughout your day that you can. So we're never just going to throw you to wolves and say, good luck, figure it out. Never. We also, I'm going to ask, how do we make money? Okay, so we make money through sales. It's like a 30 to 40% back to you. There's also bonuses. There's also different promotions that happen. So it feels really good to know this is not a get rich quick scheme. And I love that we can truly trust the business model. And it is one of the best there absolutely is. And when you see it and it's compared to others, you're like, okay, I get it and I understand. And you guys, there are $1 million earners in this company, and there are women and men who just want to pay for their product. It doesn't matter what you choose. It's about what works for you and what you want to do with it. And so whatever, if you just want to hear about it and see if it's something that is that interests you, if it's something you like, I just want to pay off my product, we share that with you. If there is something you want to be able to, you're like, you know what, I want to replace my income, because they will leave their jobs to come do this full time, like whatever it is. If you want to walk, jog, run, whatever, we got you. And we have the steps to help you to do that. So we are not going to go into much more detail about that. But the next question is, how much does it cost? You guys, lots of times when you're going to start your own business, can you imagine, like, you buy a building, you're hiring the employees, you have to have the inventory. Like, it's, you guys, like, it's $39.95 to start this. And you know what? Most people, you purchase the challenge pack, which means it's your Beachbody On Demand, and that's like your Shakeology, your superfoods, or your performance line, or something like that, and the fee is waived. So it didn't cost you anything to start this business, and you can start helping people. Like, it just blows my mind. I still do it for the discount, but I did Mary Kay, and I did the least amount, and I think it was $600 worth of inventory to start. You know what I mean? And I'm like, so it blew my mind whenever I'm like, oh my gosh, my fee to get started is waived because I just bought a challenge pack. Okay, there is a $15.95 fee each month. That is not a big deal because you are going to still get 25% off everything. You get 25% off absolutely everything. Okay, moving it along. All right, Martise, let's talk about the fun things. Guys, sorry, we have 10 minutes. That's just no problem. Talk about the fun stuff, Martise.
I will share very quickly, but Katie mentioned earlier that so many of us have only met virtually. And one of the things that we love about this business is we get to see each other on trips. And every year we have one called Summit that we all get together and we get to do workouts live with all of our super trainers, and we get training from some of the best coaches and mentors out there. And it is just 4 days of incredible time together. And then in addition to that, by helping other people, and so many people a month, you get to earn free trips to awesome places like Cancun and Riviera Maya. And I think for Katie, it was the first time she had really been out of Kansas. So
I
just
seen the beach until I was 32, and it was only because of this. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So just by sharing the awesome thing that we have and helping a couple people a month, there are these great things in addition to small gifts that Beachbody will give you all the time too. So it's very
There's a
cool.
lot of fun perks for sure. We are excited to introduce Brooke to you. She is a newer coach, and she has been a really fun light. And so Brooke, I want you to tell your story, and then maybe a couple of the fears that you've had, and then what you found as being a new coach.
Okay, perfect. So my upline, Rin, is actually a family member. I'm sorry, my dog thinks she needs to go out, so she's like biting my hand, so I'm not just. So she's a family member, and I had watched her post about 80-day obsession, like every day on her story, just doing the things. And when I moved to Pretty Prairie, there is not a gym here. And so I reached out to her and I was like, okay, so tell me about this thing. Like, what do I do? Where do I sign up? I want to look like you because you're fit and you're healthy, and I want to be like you. And I didn't know at the time how much the accountability groups I would need. No one was there to see me at the gym every day, make sure I was checking in. And so those have been just such a blessing. And I'm just so thankful Rin got out of her comfort zone and posted every day in her transformation pictures and her progress pictures, so that I found this. And so I had so many fears. I did these workouts for 2.5, almost 3 years before I was like, okay, fine, I'll coach. And she would message me. She's like, you're getting results. Like, do you want to do this? And I'm like, nah, I'm fine. I literally had a link to her site. And when my friends wanted it, I would send them her link, and they just signed up under her, and that was fine. And
Did you give up? You gave up a lot of money, didn't you? Helping
I gave up 6. But I just had such a fear of judgment from those that bash now network marketing. And guys, this is like this. I have a group message with my friends called "Take Me Off Your Spam List," and all it is screenshots of people reaching out to me of stuff I did not want and had made clear that I did not want. So I was not going to be that person. And so now I have got that fear past me, and we're taught not to be salesy, and we're taught not to be like that. And I no longer have those fears. And so, like Katie said, the trainings, that's my advice, is do the trainings, watch the videos. They will get you where you want to be. And then my last thing, so that I don't run over too much time, is the experience that I've had from this in the 2.5 months. It's been incredible. There's not a lot of people here our age. I don't have close friends here. So I don't feel like I have anything here, but I get on Monday nights and I connect with my friends on social media. And I don't know if people don't know this, but Katie and I have never met in person. And so when I do meet her in person, I'm going to cry a whole bunch, and I'm going to give her like a 5-minute hug. So I talk to her every day, and she's like a second mom, but she's not old enough to be my mom, but she's like a second mom. And I call her for all the advice. And then my next advice is, if you make this commitment, just go all in. I was able to make 1/5 of my normal paychecks by just going all in and just doing it. And so, and that was in my first month and a half. So
what an amazing testimony, Brooke. And because you just put your fears aside and you just did it. You guys, I do want to share with you, I said there's, whether you want to walk, run, jog, whatever it is. So you can pay for your products. That's what I knew I needed to do. I need to at least have them paid off. But then next thing I knew, guys, I'm paying my car payment. I'm putting money towards the roof that we had to have replaced. You don't have to be afraid when you need to order jeans for the kids. I took the kids to see the beach 2 years ago, when I finally got to see it 2 years before. So there's amazing opportunities here. And so we want to ask you, let's see, we have 4 minutes. And I thank you for hanging with me. I apologize, guys, that you couldn't see the slides, but it doesn't matter. You didn't need the cover photo for us to tell you what we're going to talk about. But we want to know if you have any questions or fears or just anything, and we'd be happy to answer them. It's so scary to ask questions, right? One of the things that people say all the time to me is that I don't have time. You guys, none of us can tell you that we have time either, but I can tell you that you can truly work this business in little pockets of your time. You know what? So you don't need more than an hour a day. You're going to take care of yourself. You're going to get your own workout in. You're going to eat your superfoods. You're going to learn how to take care of yourself. That's just normal. That's given. But you do not need more than an hour a day to be helping people. And we teach you exactly what to do. I can find 15 minutes in the morning before I would start work. I would, over my lunch break, when I would get off my carpool and before I got home, and then maybe I'd answer a little bit more. I would do 15-minute little breaks, say that the kids were at soccer practice. You know, to be truthful, I'm not going to be sitting over there just talking with the moms and just talking about people and stuff like that. You know me, I'm going to spend that time working my business, and I can do it from anywhere. Brooke joined the other day. You were in the tractor, you know, like, so like you can join
In the semi, in the tractor, and at the golf course.
Yes.
To make sure I got 3 out of my 4 new coach trainings in, and I think it was in June. So during harvest, I was in the semi with Jake, and I was in the tractor one, and then the other one I actually watched at home. People are like, "Wow, you have a house." So yeah, they're anywhere. I mean, just I hopped on my cell phone. So.
Yes, exactly. So it doesn't matter where you are, you guys. And so that feels really, really good. So we're going to say what's next, Martise. So do you want to take that part? And Gina, you're on. You are Brooke's coach. And I just want to, I'm so proud of you. She's been killing it. She's been losing so much weight, and she's been going all in and out of her comfort zone. So I just want to say I'm so proud of you for that. And I'm glad that you have felt like we've been able, we're not leaving you to the wolves on what to do and help others. So, okay, Martise.
Less than a minute. So what's next? Reach out to the coach who invited you to this, and just talk to them about it. Tell them what you're hesitant about. Tell them what you're worried about, and talk through that whole process, because we do have our new coach training starting on Monday, and we are so pumped, and we want all of you to be there. And I just want to end with a quote that I love, but it says, "Taking care of yourself is an essential part of taking care of others. The healthier the tree, the better the fruit it can offer." And that just rings true so much. And I hope that you guys found this helpful, and we hope that we will all see you soon.
Yes. Oh, I love it. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please do talk to your upline. And we love this team, and we want you to be a part of it, and it can change your life in every possible way, because it has ours too. So we don't want to keep it to ourselves. That's just selfish, right? So you guys have a great night. Oh, sorry. Picture. Can't hear you. Oh, best advice if you have a network marketing plus your thing. Great question. Okay, so there are coaches who are they might be doing something else, and they are still getting the discount